squad. Hopefully you are watching this. It should be on Friday. It should be Friday you're watching this game. I'm just running through a back to the start. Yeah, it's an episode of Football Manager. Completely missed that one, viewers. Yeah, another episode of Football Manager. Gonna run through the first 6 games of the season with you. I know the format of how we've done it has been so all over the place recently. Sometimes we'll start with an actual 6-game season, 6 games of the season, or we'll start like halfway, like into. Well, I've started 1 game into the season. Doesn't really matter as long as you're enjoying it and I'm enjoying it. That's what really matters. Now, I'm sure you all do enjoy when I tell you how we've done in pre-season, and then jump into the transfers we made before we then show you the games, which is exactly what I'm going to do now. So to start off with, in pre-season, obviously, as I've told you before, I don't take control of friendlies. I don't see a point in it. However, we did take on Resources Capital, beat them 7-0. We then took on All Black and beat them 15-0. So, all the way. Then we beat Fenerbahce 3-2. We then went on to beat Besiktas 3-0. We then went and played the Man United in the Community Shield and beat them we beat them 4-2 on penalties after a 2-2 draw. We then went for another friendly, popped over to Portugal. I am right in saying Portugal, I think, yeah. And went and beat Braga 2-0. After that, obviously, you can see the results, but you've not seen the games yet. So, I'm going to jump in, show you our transfers, what we've done, what we've made, where we're at right now, and how we're looking squad-wise. As you can see, there is a massive amount of people gone out here, mainly sold. We have made some signings, as you can see here. We've signed Greg Taylor from Scotland, Celtic at left-back, to replace George Friend, who has sadly retired. You know what, I will go through the staff as well. I thought he was a good fit. He's got a bit of improvement, and he plays, obviously, he's Scottish, plays on that left side. He's like our new Patterson. Obviously, Patterson plays the right, so we'll have 2 Scottish fullbacks. Did then go and sign Eze, who looks a great fit in terms of where we're at. Chima Eze, let's have a scout of his brother, who's younger than him. Yeah, so he looks like a great fit in terms of that left wing. Can play the right wing when he's needed, can play in the middle, can play roughly all over the front line, which is fantastic because it's just what we need. And as you all know, we then went and signed Dean Henderson, who's a sweeper keeper, who's actually been fantastic so far. Looks like he could be one of our better signings. 4 million, absolute steal from them. I've in a few Football Manager groups, and people are saying they got Dean Henderson 15 million, 20 million, 25 million. I picked him up 4 million. What a steal. We then went and signed this new gen. I think everyone calls them regens. 5-star ability for, what was it? 3.6 million from Southampton. 5-star potential. Sent him straight out on loan to Rochdale. We signed Han Noah Masengo. 3.5 million. He's injured, unfortunately. When will he be back? 9 and 2 weeks. But he's out on loan at Blackpool. He looks like a prospect, and hopefully will settle us down in the defensive mid role. He's got some alright ability, and he's going to be really, really well while he's out on loan, I think. He does also, he is French, so he does take our next slot. He's played, our next slot as a foreign player. He did play for Monaco, moved to Bristol City, which is a strange old move anyway. Came to us, 3.5 million, has gone out on loan to Blackpool. So, I think that's fantastic. I think I am very happy with that. I'm just going to sign these 2 boys. We are looking for another goalkeeper, so Badiashile might be a good call. Then we signed Chris Rainey from Cardiff, another new gen, absolutely fantastic potential, and looks like he could do a job for us. He is a striker. Daniel Wood was then signed from Chelsea with a bit of potential. I think I am going to get him loaned out. You know what? Let's get that sorted out. We can't at the moment. He is a 16-year-old child. unfortunate. So he signs a professional contract on the 19th of the 1st. So we'll get him loaned out at the next transfer window. He can sit in our first team and hopefully maybe contribute. We then sign Marlon Goldson, Jamaican English actually. Yeah, Jamaican English. 4-star ability or potential ability, and I have no idea why there's a white star. I think it's what our scouts predict or something like that. But yeah, good potential ability, exciting young prospect, can play on the right wing or left midfield. But yeah, very comfortable, very happy, and he is out on loan at Wimbledon. Luis Fiorini, fantastic signing so far, good potential ability, is actually in the first team and has played a couple of games. As you can see, he's played one game in the Prem, but has made appearances in the league and in non-competitive league and cup, making 2 in technicality and an average rating of 6.70, which is fantastic for me. I really am happy with that. Now, here's a weird signing for you. I know our rules state we're not allowed to sign over 30s players, which technically we haven't. In regards to that, we haven't signed a technically over 30s player. I know he's 32, but he's part of the coaching staff, coach and midfield. He probably won't get a game. I think I did bed him in, maybe chucked him in the cup. He's been out on loan to a couple of teams. But yeah, he's looking pretty good. Now, as you all know, we ended up selling Jordan Ibe at the end of last season, or about to sell Jordan Ibe. 12 million he went for. He's gone to Nottingham Forest, who are currently in the Prem. 12 million, I thought it was a good signing for a player we got for free. Andreas Caro has left. It says potential ability, and I don't think that's right. We bought him for 1.1 million. We've sold him for 2. I'm happy with that return. Ainsley Pears we've finally got rid of. Alex Palmer we've got rid of, and we've got rid of Nathan Baxter as well. Nathan Baxter, another free player. Free from Chelsea, 50k from Luton. That's a good deal in my books. Alex Palmer, we made a mass total of 5k on. We sold him to Man United for some reason. I don't think he's going to get any game time, so it's a bit of a weird signing for me. David De Gea. Where is he? Alex Palmer. There. Why would he not be in? That's just odd to me, but you know, that's just me. Maybe he's their backup now. Interesting. Ainsley Pears went for a total sum 230k for a youth product, and he was never going to get game time with us. So he was kicking off a little bit about how we hadn't actually offered him or been giving him any game time, so it wasn't worth keeping him on board. I sold Kalen Hines as I didn't think we had a use for him anymore, and I also sold Richie Betts. Kalen Hines, as you all know, alright, a potential ability, bit of an attitude problem for me, so Richie Betts, sold him for a mass total of £15. Terrible. Selling, and we let Jack Robinson, who wasn't very good, go on a free. So that's that. That was those done. I'm gonna obviously go through our loan players now, just to tell you where people have gone and what we are going to be doing with them. So we first got Omar Jordan. Obviously you've seen him. We signed him. He's sent out on loan. He's gonna one day become our first choice left back. I can see that happening. Sam Collins, 19-year-old, he's gone out on loan to Grimsby. He's not got great potential ability, but I think if I play him more, get him up there as a left winger, we can then sell him on. Geslin Kayembe, who's actually really impressed me with his attitude coming out of being put out on loan. We did sign him for 4.3 million. Is probably not worth that, but he's out on loan now, and I'm hoping he'll become good. So we've got another defensive midfielder, similar, if not, well, not as good as Noah Masengo. Obviously, Martin Goldson, I've just showed you. We did just sign him there from Crewe. He's now gone back out on loan to Wimbledon. Hanno Masengo, as I've said, has gone to Blackpool. Chris Rainey to MK Dons. Lewis Williams, our future superstar centre-back from America, who's now been called up to the actual full-blown American squad, USA squad. What's it count as? United States squad. 5-star ability. I think it'll be fantastic. And he's going to be a permanent centre-back, I think. Then we've sent Alberto Balde out. Striker, I can't remember. Boro bought him. Got him on a free from Portadown. Where Portadown? Northern Ireland. Yeah, so got him on a free. He's out on loan now. Is Alberto Balde. Stephen Walker, alright player, can play up front. I'm asking for 400k. He's probably not worth it, but he's at Oxford at the moment. Then we've got Solbrin at Wickham, the goalkeeper, Gaz Harmon at Bristol, who are one of our affiliates. George Tanner's gone to Northampton. Richard Narty's out on loan at Portsmouth. Giovanni Rennie, who I think after this season will be bedded in full-time into the first team squad. He is 5-star ability and can play right wing. Him along with Cruz are going to be our future wingers, I can see. Andy Edwards, who's a fantastic centre mid. Massive asking price on him, but I'm training him to be a centre mid. He's playing well at Doncaster, who are now another affiliate. Nathan Ogbita's out on loan at Hull. Riddell Richards is at Exeter. Sykes is at Bristol. Gallagher's at Bristol. Ryan Hurst, who will be our future striker, I think, who's fantastic, out on loan at Doncaster. Kahinde, who's not very good. Well, he's actually not that bad. I thought he was one of the worst players we've got, but he's not. He's out on loan at Bristol Rovers. Will Fish is out on loan at Doncaster. Will Fish was 150k from Man United. He's not played a single game for us, but he's out on loan there. And Fabio Carvalho has actually, he had a, he's currently still playing for our, oh no he's not. I'm looking at incorrect reports. Not for Boro under 19s, Doncaster. 6.7, 9.3, 6, 6, 6, 6.4, 6.9, 7, 6.8, 6.5, 8.3. He's been a bit mediocre so far. He's playing as a trequartista and sometimes as a winger. But we'll see how he goes, and hopefully he'll start to improve. Yeah, so I'm just looking here at actual staff and stuff we've signed. Let's jump in, transfer history, and let's get to the staff. We've brought in Hugo Lloris and Chris Riley as a goalkeeping coach and a coach. Phil Neville's gone out to be manager at Scunthorpe. We did bring in last season some coaches. Colo Torre, Phil Neville, John O'Shea, Pablo Di Pino, Paul Scholes, Ida Smari Good-Johnson, Goddard Crawley, Fernando Lacoma, Rui Fust, Sven Plegg, Marquinhos Maturana. We've got some half decent. Our staff is getting better. We did sign Frank Lampard, I think it was the season before, and he's gone on to manage at Crystal Palace, so I'm quite happy with that. I think if we can be a stepping stone for some managers, it'd be fantastic. And but yeah, that's where we're at the moment. I am going to jump straight into. In fact, before I jump straight in, I'm going to go through our Champions League, Champions Cup as it is. Let's jump in, have a look at the Champions Cup. We did, unfortunately, well, we didn't get a group of death actually, because I think Salzburg are a fairly, I'm not saying they're an easy side, but I think we've got a chance against them. Dynamo Kiev, I think we've got a chance against them. Barcelona are the bogey team. Well, not the bogey team, but the team I'm most worried about. We do, as you can see, have a few teams that have had an easy run of it. Man City haven't. They've got Bayern, Inter and Celtic. Man United got Madrid, OL and PAOK. Chelsea got Juventus, SLB and Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Liverpool got the easiest, I think, Porto, Ajax and Lille. Danny Welbeck's playing at PAOK. That's a weird old signing, that. Right, but alas, let us jump into our actual games, starting with the Man United Community Shield game. Right, so let us get into it. View match. Patrick Roberts started fantastically. So far this season, he's looking like a really top player. Yeah, Twanzebe for United. Maitland-Niles can't clear it at right back. Greenwood scores it. Greenwood's fantastic, isn't he? Definitely deserves the Wonder Kid title. Right, big ball over. Patrick Roberts takes it. Patrick Roberts runs. Patrick Roberts scores. He's a Liverpool fan in real life, Patrick Roberts. Played for Man City, Liverpool fan. He's got reason to want to score against Man United. Ousmane Dembele there. Big crossover to Rashford. Rashford tucks it away comfortably. Rashford's another player I'd really like to sign if we ever got the chance. Patrick Roberts, big free kick there. Beautiful. Did nearly get Jose Jimenez as he was listed. McNair puts his penalty away. It was listed for 69 million. Pogba puts his penalty away. Didn't do a run up though, did he? Easy. Fantastic from the new guy. Fernandez doesn't score his, misses. Nemecha, unfortunately saved by De Gea. João Felix, saved by Dean Henderson, fantastic. Ben Whiteman steps up and Ben Whiteman scores. Ben Whiteman's our vice captain now. Him and Dale Fry. Ben Whiteman is vice captain. Dale Fry is our captain now after George Friend left. George Friend, who has now become coach at our beautiful club. See, one of the problems I'm noticing is we are still conceding, unfortunately, no matter whether we've got a better keeper in quality in Dean Henderson or not. Also, I did show you Andreas Caro has gone now, which means that frees up one of our foreign slots. I did say we'd have 4 or 5 in total as the seasons go on. I think I'm going to cap that at 5 and probably look at bringing someone else in. I would like a bit more depth in goal, but we'd have to have a look at that. For this game, I did play Dean Bannister, who's obviously a centre-back we bought from Manchester City. He's unfortunately 5'11". Not particularly a good height for a goalkeeper. Sorry, for a centre-back. I think I just said goalkeeper twice. But yeah, ideally, I could do with perhaps retraining him. Let's have a look. Let's say anywhere could be retrained. Could be retrained. No. Oh wait, yeah. Could be retrained as a defensive midfielder, and I think that will get the better side out of his abilities. But alas, let us get into this. I'll let you know if we make that decision next game. Next episode. I am going to take a break on Saturday and Sunday. I have made pretty consistently 1 episode a day for the last few, since I started the channel. Castanos here, over to Nemecha. Nemecha scores. Castanos back once again, looking fantastic and doesn't look like letting up his position as he had before. So it is getting time to maybe look at calling Paddy McNair's career with ourselves. But I am gonna let that simmer for a few days. Maybe next season we'll do that. Taylor here on the run. Our new left back, Greg Taylor. Nemecha drops it to McNair. McNair scores. That is what kind of made me want to not sell him. But yeah, next game was the Manchester City game, in which Assombalonga turned up as Nemecha got himself an injury. So yeah, he did end up scoring 2 after Nemecha went off on the 12th minute. Fortunately, didn't put Hector Moreira on. Patrick Roberts here, big cross in, and Assombalonga's there to tuck it away. The man doesn't stop. Nori, Havertz, Bernardo Silva, Haaland, Back to Silva, and Silva scores past Hendo. Unfortunately, I thought Hendo would be a lot better than he is at the moment. Assombalonga puts that comfortably past Edison. No doubt in my mind, especially when Assombalonga turns up as he wants to. Strangely enough, on his debut, Helder Moreira did score his first goal. Let's bear in mind that Moreira is actually one of our youth academy players. Did come through with ourselves. We played him against Aston Villa alongside a midfield duo of Castanos and Ainsley Maitland-Niles, with Ben Whiteman at the back backing them up, and actually it turned out really well. I was very happy with that performance. So I think we might look at building 2 separate squads and see where we can go with that. Hopefully that way no one's going to complain about not having enough game time. Patrick Roberts here, over to Fry. Fry tucks it to Moreira's feet. In reality, Moreira pops that one away. Taylor here, Maitland-Niles. Maitland-Niles scores, fantastic from him, the former Arsenal man. Juan Mata steps up, puts it past Henderson in the net. So that one was unfortunate, but Patrick Roberts obviously does stop our blushes and sticks it directly onto Fry's head. Fry scoring a fantastic goal there. We then went on to a draw against Everton, in which Helder Moreira I thought deserved to stay in the squad again. We played Luis Fiorini, Grigoris Castanos, Ben Whiteman, Taylor, and a centre-back partnership of Courtney Charlton and Dean Bannister. Dean Bannister, I think we definitely are going to have to retrain as a defensive mid. And I need to start putting Garner into the squad more. That's a problem we're having at the moment. Struggling to fit players in. And I didn't want that. But we'll see what we can do with the squad. Richarlison on a mad run. Unfortunately, we didn't get to that. Here we have Big Patterson over to McNair. McNair tucks it back to Patterson. Our super number 2. The boy's magic. Puts it to Roberts. Roberts tucks that away very comfortably. What number's Roberts? 11. 11. Fantastic. But yeah, after that we had a 2-0 against Stevenage, who actually have one of the funkiest away kits I've ever seen. It's got a Burger King logo, and the actual design of it is very cool. I don't know if you... In fact, can we? Can we have a look? I'm sure we can. Look at that away kit. It's beautiful. Honestly. That is a great kit. Great. But alas, let's get in and watch the goals, watch what happened, and we'll go through. So Cruz to Fiorini, Fiorini to Taylor. Taylor, who was actually higher up the pitch than Cruz was, and Roberts, in his expert ways, just tucks that away with a fantastic volley. What a great kid. Taylor to Fiorini. Fiorini here, back to Taylor. Taylor, Moreira tucks that one away with his head. Our new number 18, he's looking like a player and a half. It's fantastic. But yes, that is the end of this episode, guys. It will be back on Monday, and you will be seeing our game against Liverpool. Well, our games against Liverpool, Man United, Barcelona, Newcastle, whoever we get in the Carabao Cup 4th round, and FC RB Salzburg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games for you all to watch. But yeah, hopefully it has been enjoyable for you. Hope you've all watched. Give it a like and subscribe, and thank you.